Hey guys, so today I'll be showing you how we can code an awesome Python script that can automatically find all the hidden words in a word search and then give us all the coordinates of the letters. This task is going to be a bit of a challenge and is also used as an Amazon and Microsoft job interview question, so we have to make sure we take it one step at a time, that we don't make any silly mistakes, and that our code is nice, functional, and gets straight to the point. So our first step will be with creating a methods class. So we're just going to do here, new Python file, and we're going to name this methods. We won't have any imports, and we're going to start off with defining a column, right? And we'll just do D. What this will do is just pretty much give us the column, right? Because we're going to be doing is getting the string. We're going to get like a whole string and then compare it. So we have to make a function or method for each way that we can get that string. So our first way will be to use a column. So we can just go, if we have an array of ABC, 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 I'll show you here, ABC and ABC. This function will just go A, B, 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 and C, 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 and save it as one whole string. So the way we will be able to do this is just by defining board as an empty list, and then placeholder as an empty string. Next step will be to check how many letters in the first row. So the way we will be able to do this is for I in range, and then length of t, and then 0. So we assume the board is a rectangle, and it will not be, there won't be any more characters in the second row than the first. So we're just going to cycle through every row. I believe, yes, so for x, oh no, it has to be in here, for x in range, and this will be length of t, put that here, and then we're going to do placeholder will be equal to placeholder plus string here, t, then x, and then I. Ooh, I put that in the wrong spot. So now we just want to append this to the board, so we will do board dot append, and then it will be just placeholder, and then we just want to clear placeholder so we're not always appending to something we appended before. We always have a fresh string. So we're going to go here, and then we want to return board. Awesome, so we just got our column method. This will probably just be the hardest part of this whole video, so nothing groundbreaking. We're going to get a bit started on the second or third video by introducing a method that we're going to use later on. And these methods will be the reverse and then a stringify method. So let's get started on those. So the reverse method will just reverse our list. We're going to use this for pretty much reversing anything. We're going to use it a couple times, so it's going to be nice to have. So our list to reverse. So then we're going to do t will be equal to that empty list again. And then we're going to do for x in range, then length of list to reverse, put that colon down, and then do t dot append list reverse, and then we're going to do x, and then double semicolon -1. So this is the actual reversing part. This just appends it to this fresh list. Nothing groundbreaking, and then I'm just going to return t. Awesome, that is our reverse method done. Let's just fix up our file format here. Now we're going to just do our thing that kind of gets into the third or second episode, which is our stringify method. So this will just be our diagonal, and what we will be using this for is when we have a diagonal, we get different indices, and we want to turn that into one string like we are doing over here. So we're just going to do text will be equal to this, and then for y in range, and then put these brackets, length of diagonal, these semicolons here. Text will equal text plus diagonal, and then we're going to do y. And then we're just going to return text. Awesome, so let's make sure we save it. Ooh, save all. So now we have our methods class complete for this episode. Now we're going to move on to the main class. So we're going to start off with our imports first. We're going to import time, and then we're going to do from methods import all. What this will pretty much allow us to do is just import all of these methods into our main class. Our main class will just pretty much be the actual brain of our program where we put everything together. So it's all nice and organized and easy to follow along with. And then the time method is just used to see how long it takes to run the script. So first thing we're going to do is going to be a tab question. And what this will be is it will ask the user if their word search is spaced using tab, because some word searches are like A, tab, oh no, A, and then tab B, oh, and then, yeah, and they're spaced on then B, and then there's C. It's like that, right? And if we're sorting, we don't want to have those tabs included. It's going to mess it up. So we're going to do is the, let's see, capital is the word search space, oh I can't spell, spaced using tab question mark, and then we're going to do 1 equals true or 2 is equal to false. And then we're just going to do, we're going to start our timer, so start timer. And what we will be doing here is just going to be start time is going to be equal to time dot time. Next, we will just be opening our word search. We're just going to do unpacking array because our word search is technically an array, and we're finding the coordinate of set characters in the array. So also quite mathematical or coding related as well. Doesn't have to be just words, it can also be numbers or it's number combinations. So what we're going to do here is going to be text data or data is equal to that, and then we're going to do f will be equal to open, and this is where we will have our file location. So this will be word search .txt comma or and then r, so we can read the folder. So now we're just going to introduce an if statement to see what we get from here to just make our method one string. So if tab question is equal to 1, we're going to do this. We're going to print word search spaced using tab. And then we're just going to do 4 lines in F, and then we're just going to do text data dot append, and then lines dot replace, and then this is where we're going to get rid of that tab in between the words. We're going to do -t, and we're going to replace it with an empty thing, and then dot replace. Oh, let's get rid of that again, and we're going to then replace the new line with nothing, and then we want to make it everything uppercase, and then we're just going to do array with double R and double Y will be then equal to text data or data, and then we can just pretty much copy paste this. So here, and then if will be 2, word search not space using tab, and then this will just be space. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing major there. Should all still be the same. And then we're going to do our words to locate. So these will just be our words that we have to find inside the word search, and we're going to have a separate text file for that as well. So we're going to do, we can just copy paste this, but get rid of that, and then just copy this again, and copy pasting, man, what a tool. And then this will just be words to find, and then 4 lines in F. I don't know why it's giving me an error here. Oh, it's because the indent there. You can back that up and do that. So we just want to get rid of this. This will just be a space. We want to get rid of any spaces inside of the word, and then replace new upper, and then array equals text data. So we should be all good with that. Our next thing will be, we're just going to introduce a variable that we will be using later, which will be saving a final list. So what this will do is just, once we have all of our words and coordinates, we're just going to append it here. So final list will right now just be equal to an empty list. And then we're just going to make these variables we used up here much easier. Oh, I forgot to change that. This will just be word to find double D. Make sure you do that. And then we're going to do array will be equal to array, and then word to find will be equal to word to find. Awesome, so now we got pretty much all the basics set up for the next episode. If you want to see that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you then.